It is 2025, and I'm asking the very important question of should you be playing Hollow Knight in 2025? The answer is yes. Absolutely yes. So, why is this? Well, it's the perfect mix of Dark Souls, Metrovania games, and A Bug's Life. It's challenging, it's charming, and it's absolutely going to wreck you in the best way possible. So, let's dive in. Let's talk gameplay, because Hollow Knight is a Metrovania at heart, but with just a little dash of Dark Souls to keep things interesting. You're dropped into Hollow Nest, a crumbling bug kingdom full of winding tunnels, eerie ruins, and more secrets than my browser history. That joke didn't really land, did it? Just like my attacks in Hollow Knight, moving on. The game doesn't hold your hands, instead, it hands you a rusty nail and says, good luck. At first, it feels simple. You're cutting grass for Geo, the game currency, whacking a few bugs, wandering aimlessly because you don't really have a map yet until you find this guy. It's like getting lost in a maze, but the maze wants to kill you. As you explore, you'll unlock new abilities that let you access previous unreachable areas. It's the classic Metrovania magic. Every time you think you've seen it all, you find a new ability, and suddenly the world just opens up. First, you're just hopping around like a clueless cricket. Next thing you know, you're zipping through caverns, wall jumping like a pro, and feeling pretty unstoppable. Until the game humbles you with another boss fight. Speaking of bosses, that's where Hollow Knight really shines. Every encounter feels like a puzzle wrapped in pain. You'll dodge, slash, and pray you survive, only to die over and over. And over. And over. And over. But here's the thing. The game is fair. It's mechanically sound. Every death teaches you something. By the time you finally win, you'll feel like a genius, or at least someone who's memorized a very specific pattern of attacks. And let's not forget the setting. Hollow Nest is equal parts creepy and beautiful, with each area telling its own story. There's the peaceful green path, the claustrophobic nightmare that is Deep Nest, and the regal, decaying City of Tears. The world feels alive, or at least like it was alive before you showed up. Here's the thing with dying. This game has a knack for making it feel educational. Every death is a lesson. Sure, I got repeatedly pancaked by a certain beetle, but here's what Hollow Knight does brilliantly. It stacks the odds against you. Low health, no map, surrounded by enemies. The game just pats you on the back and whispers, you got this. And somehow, you do. And when you finally overcome the challenge, the satisfaction is so good it might just bring a tear to your eye. At least make you forget how many hours you spent trying. I don't really know where to put this, but here's just kind of a grab bag of things that I think deserve a mention. Charms, for example, are the game's way of letting you craft your own builds. You can get a few that maybe extend your range, maybe take more hits. You can also do some that enhance your spells and do some pretty crazy damage. And then there's the Coliseum of Fools. It's the perfect place to prove how skilled you are at dying if you're like me. Alright, and then also, this is something I haven't done myself, but I've seen plenty online. So if you are truly insane, there are speed runs and no-hit runs. That's right, people out there are beating the entire game without taking a single hit. Meanwhile, I'm over here getting stomped by the first mini-boss. So, total respect for you guys, just not for me. So to wrap it up, Hollow Knight is a beautiful, challenging, endlessly rewarding game. It's one of those games that sticks with you long after you put it down, making you want to come back and explore just a little bit more. If you love a good challenge, enjoy uncovering secrets, and don't mind getting lost for hours, I think this is the game for you. If you haven't played it before, I highly suggest it. And if you have played it before, I'm sitting here waiting for Silksong with you now.